kenkeneme. Anambra tagni. If eneme ni Ogbe. Welcome to if eneme ni Ogbe. Na if no you 2 o'clock. Onwezi otu ozo si ade. No ibulo chagi. Iwalo wambo can be anything. Can wolo nkwocha wolo mmili, you know. Ona mmili na this kuna bottle, you know. On one side. When I get fine because I topic bia and topic I we bia. On work at the topic because almost everybody. Magena, if you know, when there man can legit, and when there man can way. Mano, emalo ahead. If you know ahead, you can be able to identify between when you are being scammed or when someone is trying to scam you and when it's going right. Because I feel that everything centralized in emotion. Yeah, and sometimes people take advantage of that emotion, guy. So, welcome to Ifenemeni Ogbe. Here we talk everything youthful that benefits the youth, politics, direct from street, pure, no makeup. Yeah, so topic I about today, concept of modern time relationships, a business or true love. The my master. I'm a new.
Hey, I'm yeah, and this thing, and with so many things that they clear in there.
Yeah.
Those things are looking at us, or the clear as possible. First of all, relationship is about interest. It's about interest.
Love is blind now. How can a blind man?
Love, even if love is blind, love is expecting that you will hold the stick for love to work. Okay. And when for you to blind people say that means interest is that blind love wants you to put in your own time, put in your attention,
put in your resources.
Yeah, resources too. So even if love is blind, there are expectations. Everybody is expecting something in return. So those people who tell you that, oh, they love you, this, that, they still expect something from you. Somebody sang that love is sweet, but when money enter love, that is sweeter.
The Bible master, have you actually fallen in love? Because love is selfless. Because if you've actually fallen in love, you know that you can put in one name, you donate here.
Yes, and it's a very important question. You ask if I've ever fallen in love.
Yeah.
I used to fall now. You know my legs are not strong, so I used to fall every time. Yeah.
To start.
Yeah. So I used to fall, in fact, in and out of love all the time. Until I decided to watch what I'm doing.
Okay.
So it was at that point I said, oh, this love stuff, there are so many things behind it. If you have nothing to offer, nobody will love you truly. That's just the truth. Because interest is one thing that you cannot take away from love.
My master, are you trying to say that the days where you will see a rich princess loving an old hunter?
In the movie. Just put in bracket in the movie. Yeah. Because definitely, let me tell you, why women love men and what women love in men is different from what men love in women.
Okay.
This is clear. So a woman can like a man because of how comic you are, especially when money is not the problem. How good, how friendly, how much you pay attention. In fact, every woman, let me say, every woman wants a saint with a touch of devilish character.
Devilish what?
Yeah. Why I use that word is that they want you to be good, and at the same time, they want you to have some negative vibes. Like if you're a bad boy, that you can protect them, you can do stuff, and people fear you. There's a way they feel comfortable around people like that. Even if you beat them, they will cry and keep their eyes.
Have you been a bad boy before and at the same time?
I've been in an environment.
Because you are talking from experience.
Yeah, of course. I've been in an environment where people, let me say school environment, where female students need protection. They just want somebody that can stand. If you mention the person's name, everybody will stay clear. So I've been in such environment, and I've seen that most women, fine ladies, used to tilt toward the men like this. Men that have that kind of vibe. Yeah. So, and another thing is when you have money, maybe you have where they can go and charge their phones, Yeah, that's why I'm pointing out interest, where they will go and charge their phone, where they can take their friends to and eat indomie, or maybe what you cooked, or maybe cook for you and eat. You can have food in the house, they will be the one cooking and eating them. Then watching, maybe you have DSTV or something like that. So everybody loves interest, like benefits, what you are going to benefit. So I'm just trying to tell you that you cannot separate love from personal gain, selfish interest. It is deeply part of it. Anything you bring up now, I will explain to you how.
The my master, because where you are driving to is, if you don't have what to offer, meaning you are not qualified to be loved or love.
Yeah, the kind of love people will show you is different when you have something to offer. Sometimes the people show empathy and you think it's love. They kind of feel concerned. They kind of pity you and you think they are loving you. That's not love. Just tell that woman that used to bring food to you every day, oh, I want to marry you. She can say, God forbid. Why? Because she's been seeing you as a puppet. Maybe she was just trying to help you out.
To help you out.
Yes.
Marriage,
yes. Okay. I've seen people that have been close for a long time, and when you mention marriage to them, you've been their friends. But when you mention marriage, they say, don't try that too. I cannot come from this kind of family and enter this. You understand? Family. Interest is paramount in all these things.
So now what you're saying is, you are just trying to say that we're not in any form of love setting, interest.
Because, of course. Let me say, point out something clear. If your woman tells you, oh, I love you, you are this, you are that, check your pocket first. It should be fat. You should have a fat pocket. Check the comfort you are giving her. These are the things speaking, not love.
But what is that love?
That love that you are saying, oh, love this, love that. How I would define it is that love is something that has affection, kind of. What you feel.
Emotion.
A kind of attraction that you have on somebody.
Is it emotion?
Yeah, it's emotional. It's
so
not
now,
something.
Because I believe, I know that emotion sometimes doesn't work with the brain, because if you are anybody that is emotional.
Yeah, there are different kinds of emotion, you know. It's not just all of them are centered on the brain. All of them are centered on, no matter the kind of emotion, they are centered on brain.
From what you are saying now, what it made me look at now is maybe love is more visible at tender age. Because that tender age, maybe the person you are loving, or not the kind of love you can because the
only thing is that there is benefit even for children. Maybe this is the person that makes you feel happy. Maybe when you are
should that be a benefit?
Yeah, it's your benefit. Yeah, because if that person makes you cry all the time, you walk away. You understand? The person makes you feel happy. This is the person that, you know, in defining people, there's a kind of person you will stay with. The definition of you that will be clear to people is your bad side. There's a kind of person you will stay with, your good sides will prevail. Yeah, because the image of you that people see depend directly on the people defining you, the people around you. Like most of these things they say, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. Because your friends define you. Your interaction with people.
What if you are deceiving those your friends? Maybe you have a different character.
You cannot be entirely deceiving people.
Because I remember those days.
Out of every lie, there are some atoms of truth.
Okay.
Whatever you are doing now, even if you're pretending, your real self will be the one playing that character. Let's say it's a movie role. They gave you a bad person to play in a movie. You play it with your own utterances, with your own emotion, with your real self. So how, if you are to hit somebody in a movie, they tell you to hit the person hard. If you're somebody with soft heart, you will not like to hit the person somewhere that will injure the person. But if your heart is like that, you hit the person because they told you to hit. After all, it's on the script. You understand? So these things are They are all dependent on who you truly are.
Now, coming to some women, some married women, now I go get about, I think, 15 married women, and you see this thing has been going on.
Yeah.
The beating and the violence, and those women tend to, like, they insist, like,
to stay within the marriage.
Is that love or still interest?
That's still interest. Still interest. Firstly, before you get married, every woman, before you get married, you have that notion that when a woman gets to a certain stage or age in life, she's supposed to leave the father's house. Yeah, she does not have rights, benefits from the father's house, but she's going to have when she enters the husband's house. You understand? So they have that notion. And when they leave their father's house to their husband's house, they are going there with that entitlement mentality. Yeah, this is my right. And when they enter there, they decide to stay there because maybe their parents will be telling them, if you come back, there's no space for you here.
Okay.
So by so doing, they are now making them believe that this is their own place. This is where they... And another thing, you that is the man that owns the home, immediately you get married to a wife and she gets a son for you. You are sidelined. You are no longer the owner of the... Why? Because they expect you, even when you are alive, to assume you've transferred everything. They've exchanged you for that son.
So is that what men are fighting or something different?
I got a call today from someone abroad. A young man, he hustled here, made his little coins and decided to leave. Then when he got, it was for schooling, for his masters. When he got there, he started to get the wife. They have 2 kids. So he got the wife to stay with him in UK as a dependent. Now he's working, the wife is working. The wife makes more money than he is doing because the wife is the dependent. She's not going to school. And the man has time for school and they have limited number of hours they are supposed to work as people that go to school. So now the woman is feeling in charge. It doesn't matter what transpired, how the woman got to the country, UK. What matters much now is that she is the one in charge.
In charge. She wants to take most of the decision.
Now she's talking of bringing the kids. But the husband is saying, all these things you're enjoying here are because the kids are not here. If they come here, that means I'll be the one taking care of the kids. Because your job, the people that gave you the job, they gave you, there's this thing they call full job permit. They gave you full job permit. Meaning that it's me now that has half this thing, that is going to take care of the kids. So, and they are having the problem. He called me to talk to the wife. So why I'm telling you this is that people in marriage, that interest starts getting clearer when both of you are of equal measure. Let's say I'm making as much as you're making, or myself as the woman now is making more than you're making. That time, you know, I have people, uncles, whom their wives are in US and they are in Nigeria now. One of them even beat the child and the wife called the police on him. So they checked his papers and his papers were no okay. This Trump era, they sent him back to the country. You see it? So this is why I'm trying to say that interest supersedes everything that people talk about in relationship.
So now the Maya Master, okay, now I want to let's go to this angle. Is it right for women to you know, to, how do I put it, to still depend on men in 2026, to still depend on relationship to survive, to get some basic needs in 2026?
Let me tell you something. You know, one thing that is constant is change.
Okay.
Time has passed when men used to enter bush and kill bushmeat for the wives, or maybe their girlfriends.
Now is reality.
Yeah, reality is setting up.
You must chase the bag.
Yeah, if you as a man want to get married now, because women are no longer exactly the way they were during our father's time.
Okay.
Yeah, they are no longer that way. And now they've realized that they have rights, most of the rights that you as a man have.
Enjoying.
They have those rights. Now they are trying to get, once a woman grabs the kind of rights you have as a man, there's nothing like I am the man. No, you guys are equal. You guys are equal. You bring everything should be about contribution.
The right you are talking about is money. Once she
money.
starts making her own money.
Yeah. She will bring her own, you bring your own.
No, Master, I think you are missing it because the women I know, your money is our money, but their own.
That's why you think men are stupid. That's why you think. See, I have
their own. You have to fight for.
Of
you
course,
really have to.
Of course, I'm married and I have kids.
Yeah.
The only thing I did from inception, I called my wife. See, you have to get something doing. Tell me what you want as a business, and I will set it up for you so that you make your own money. I'm not scared of my wife making more money than I'm doing because I know how to spend my own. I won't tell her how to spend her own. You understand?
Are you sure?
So, yeah, I won't do that.
Okay.
I won't do that. So, I made sure I opened business for her. And now she's making her own money. If she tells me, oh, we need to buy this, I will tell her you can afford it. Of course. Okay. You fund your interest.
Now, e.g. strategy,
yeah, fund your interest. Let me fund my own. So if this is what I'm interested in,
but
I'll fund it.
There are maybe your wife is not that kind or that type of woman that will insist that you have to. Anywhere, because these things need a serious problem.
That is your responsibility. I know there are people that say that.
And sometimes these things will move some men to start closing up those things they open and even with the violence and
yeah.
But one thing I believe is if you are in this relationship and you are making your money, you have to invest in it too. If you are not investing in it, it means you are not even inside.
Yeah, you are not even interested in the relationship. Good. Maybe I'm in it alone. And I don't know.
Because if a woman is not working and a man is working, you will see the responsibility, everything will be going smoothly.
Yeah.
The man,
but it's a man with bad ego. A man that is egocentric that will think that way.
Okay.
If you have money as a man and your woman does not have, most times people say, oh, it's okay, my wife can be a housewife or something like that. But it's not okay. That's a human being with dreams before you came into her life. You understand? I love people that have dreams. They should have passion too. What were you dreaming of? You know, the only kind of woman that I wouldn't want to have anything with is let me say, a mischievous woman.
Okay.
An infidel kind of. That's the kind of, because your life is on the line, you understand? So, but if that woman is chaste enough to be an ideal woman, an ideal wife, whatever character she comes up with, you can deal with it. You are the man. That's the only thing I'll say no to, and I won't take it. The day I'll find out that somebody is like this, that's the day I'll end everything that I'm having with that person. Because my life is on the line.
But there are a lot of men finding out this thing you're saying, that same love that we are talking about,
they
will keep them there and
interest. It's not love. If you check yourself and you notice that if you chase this woman away, you are going to take care of the children alone. You will just pretend. And you'll be like, okay, you did this, you did. You will be using it against her indirectly. Why? Because you understand that she's doing something for you. Okay. You are just doing it, keeping that one aside. But deep down in you, that love is no longer there. That's the way it is. It can only take time before lust will come back in. Lust will come back in based on she's still a woman. And like Okafor's law, once good, always go above. When you have her around too often and you know you have access to having her, you can always one day, maybe one funky day, you decide to have some fun. So that's it.
The Master, let's look at the implication, facing our young ladies today. Because you see a little girl, maybe wanting, she started a relationship as little, let me just say 18.
Yeah.
And maybe the boyfriend is buying her expensive phone. She don't even know how far, like, what it takes to even afford those kind of, a lot of things. And at the end of the day, obviously, men must be men. You have to, you jump to another, and you left that one behind. So now creating that mindset on that girl. Now, how do you think? What's the implication of?
If the girl is clever enough as a kid, let's say she's up to 18, and somebody has been buying you things. There's something that my father used to say. If you go, go to the toilet, you will not start counting how many times you mess before the rape you. So, all these things are facts of life. Because the man went for the relationship and he's giving something, somehow maybe he's getting attention or affection or even a hug is among the things that people get from such. While giving those things, you will know that it's give and take. And those things you are giving, you are taking exactly at the same time. So that person is not owing you. If you're a young lady, you keep your vitals.
Expectation will be problem. Because the girl will want the next person to keep up. And once that next person is not keeping up.
To keep up with what your daddy cannot do for you or something?
To keep up what the previous cannot.
No. It means that the person is dumb. Let me use that word. It means that the lady is not smart. If you're smart, keep your vital, the most valuable thing you can keep in your relationship. If you still have it intact, benefits should be about interaction. What you are getting, what she's getting. The emotional support you are giving to her. As a lady, you are giving to him, the one he is giving to you. All these are the things you should look out for. And whenever he starts, because men are always men, whenever he starts doing this, like like he's looking for something else. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever he starts looking for something else, you know that thing that they used to say, Elitu obono, Elitu egusi, it starts when they've eaten the obono. If they've not eaten the obono, they will not talk of the egusi. The obono will be the thing that they need.
So now, as a lady, you go and you keep the obono.
Yeah, you keep your obono. So that they will not say they've eaten the obono, that they want to go for the egusi. If they want to go, that is egusi they want, let them go for egusi.
The Bible master, that's what makes it business, not even love.
That's why I told you that it's about interest.
Because love should be about submission. That I love you means like I submit whatever.
You cannot submit to somebody that is not your husband. That's firstly. Even if the person is your husband, you have a life.
At least you sacrifice. Love is sacrifice.
Yeah, what you are sacrificing shouldn't be what you cannot get back.
So how can you control what you sacrifice?
You can control
since emotion is involved and you are overwhelmed with the whole experience of
you shouldn't
and stuff
be
like that.
Emotionally daft. You have to be smart while being emotional. You understand? So that you can only give what you can forfeit.
Because I noticed that sometimes people will shift what they know they can't take. Because they know you are in love, they will push you to do it because they know the implication. But you see a lot of people fall into that.
Yeah, that's to say that you are gullible. If you're not gullible, somebody cannot push you to what you don't want to do. Let me tell you, I've loved, like you asked that question earlier, I've loved, and I've loved in an environment where I had options. At least you should know that. Options. Why? Because maybe the resources were not the problems, and the women, like they love where they can get things. And if you are getting, I will make it outright to you. So thing is, we are not talking marriage. I will never ever. I told myself earlier that I will never ever discuss marriage with a woman because I have only, I have only sisters.
But you can feel like you, man. No, your mind will tell you.
Even if you intend, allow your actions to say that, not words. Allow your actions to say that.
And sometimes it's a strategy for men. When they notice a lady is desperate for marriage. And sometimes...
to get what they want.
Yeah, and sometimes women, once they are desperate, it shows their character.
Yeah,
even if they don't even like the person. Once, what are marriage,
Yeah,
they want to
pay attention. Yeah.
Do you understand? And sometimes, okay, what is the implication of engaging in those kind of, behavior?
Like I used to say, I've said it earlier, I think on TV here too. If you're a woman and you are approaching 30, many ideologies that you've lost when you were younger will start to clear from your head. Facts will start to set in. Reality will start getting clearer. If I have a daughter and she gets to 20, 25, the best thing I will tell my daughter, go to school. Equip yourself with everything you need to succeed as an individual in your life. If a good man comes, I'll give your hand in marriage. But if a good man doesn't come, I'll keep you in my home. Why? I will not shortchange any of my child.
But the man must
wait. Let me just because
right.
You said something about the mentality of women. The challenge that the notion our original setting in Africa is posing to women is much. Now when they
expectation, and their life seems to be very fast.
Yeah, when they get to that 30, they start getting scared. And you know what? Even nature has punishment for people who fail to hold their hands on something before they get to 30. Most
that
of
means
them,
they should go into anything.
Most of them,
available.
not anything available. Most of them will start having fibroid.
Yeah.
And so many other things. Even men will start looking down on them, something like that. The kind of men they expected when they were younger will no longer come their way. They will now join the Afro-Anadi, anyhow husband. So what I am saying is, if a woman gets to 30, the right thing to do is, if you can afford a home for yourself, get your own home. Look for a good man, a man with the features you like that can father a child for you. Go ahead. People are talking about marriage now because the old people are still in marriage. Time is coming when interest will be clear to everybody that that's what we are practicing. Everybody is just looking for where to benefit. So go into marriage if you have a good man. But if there's no good man, live on your own and have your own kids. Possibly two, depending on your pocket.
And you okay.
That's why I say
this is like a trap. Because you said a good man. That means a good man in the context must be responsible. Meaning
a man that is family oriented.
Meaning if the man is not married, meaning you are now indirectly trapping the man to marry you instantly.
No, you are not trapping him. The best way to get a good husband is by being a good wife material. Okay. Then the best way to get a good wife is by being a good husband material.
Okay.
It's vice versa. So it's good as you are planning yourself to be a good wife material. You are planning yourself that before you give in to any man, you must make sure that that man is a good husband material.
Okay.
So, and why I'm saying the best thing that can happen to an African is to own a piece of Africa. How do you own a piece of Africa? Even if it's one plot of land. Buy and build out somewhere if you can afford it. That's your home. Raise your kids there. If they are Nigerians, they are Nigerians. Time shall come when nobody will ask them, where are you from? Why?
So
because their money will be loud enough.
People that believe in Alabotu, you can actually...
It's not Alabotu. You go where you are accepted. You go where you are accepted.
Right,
you don't go to an environment where you are not accepted.
Let's go for a short break.
It's
If
all
we
right.
return, I'll continue. All right, welcome back to Ifenemeni Ogbe. In I thought now we are 30 minutes gone on the program and only in agente for no ebana amutife. You get me? So Muna the Maya Master, you know, we're always here to
talk about
things and the ina you got amutakwa, you know, you got funa so the Maya Master, why is it that family-oriented men suffer a lot and in a shaky marriage, can see in a shaky marriage? Because sometimes the decision should be, there are sometimes they should take straight decisions, but they tend to compromise, you know, and still move on where they are not fitted, you know.
Yeah, you know, I used to say clearly, I'm a realist. I believe in real facts. I don't check emotion most times. I do that when it is necessary. You see those men suffering, they cause themselves those problems. First of all, it starts from the man you built yourself to be. The man whose emotion is attached to somebody else's actions. That's who you've built yourself to be. That's firstly. Then those people suffering those things are going through implications of bad choices, bad life choices. So all those choices you make, from not going to school, to going into the market, to going to school, to maybe environments, even where you stay, the kind of people you see, these are things that contribute to who you become. So, and when the effect of those things start being physical to you, you have to understand that you've prepared yourself for these things ahead of time. So define what you're doing. As a man, you need to define what you're doing. If you're going into something with somebody, don't give fake promises or make the person believe you are what you're not. Be real. When you're angry, your partner should know. Things that can make you angry, your partner should know. Your breaking point, your partner should know. Then you as well, choose someone you can forgive. My father told me when I was younger, if you want to marry and you call it marriage, choose a woman you can deceive. Or let me say, I use that word deceive. Yeah. Or better still, convince.
Okay.
Because sometimes, if you choose someone that is smarter than you are, and the person wants every time, some people will be smarter, you'll be lying, or they know that this thing you're saying is not making any sense, but they will just be looking at you. Yeah, and at the end, troubles will not come out of it. But if you see that person that wants to show you, yes, I'm smarter every time, living with that kind of person is a very big problem. See, like they say in Igbo, there are some things you will see and you overlook them. Yeah, but when you want to talk or you want to criticize, do so constructively. So that person you're talking to, and don't do that when you're angry. Make out time. You can take the person out. Say what you want to say. Give the person a nice time. Say what you want to say. Or present a life plan. Let that person know that you people are into partnership. So, if you severe what's binding us, man, me, I'll be on the loose. That's just the truth. So, and another thing is I make sure that whoever I am living with should have something that the person is benefiting from me. It should be commensalism. You get from me, I get from you. I cannot be parasitic at all. And you being around me, the best thing I can do for you is to get you to be productive. If you're not, you cannot stay around me. That's why it is good to understand your kind of person before you try to understand another person. If you're toxic, man, stay on your own. Be alone. You don't need a partner. But if you have space that you want to accommodate somebody, know that this is an entirely different person that is coming from a different background, different school of thought, and different upbringing. So these are the things that we have to consider in choosing a partner. What you said, men who suffer in marriages, women suffer too in marriages. And these are problems of choice. Not realizing before you made your choice that this person is a different person, not you. Even you disappoint yourself sometimes. So how won't another person disappoint too? So that's
okay. So in a scenario, let's just go back to our initial topic.
Yeah.
Because and what, like you said, na relationship or na interest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, what can if a man would you wedding like that? Because Odibro,
like
I don't
that,
think not
yeah.
like that before.
Women got wiser and men learned from experience. Let me tell you. Do you know why I say that women got wiser? Initially, it was the man's world. It was the man's world. And men were feeling on top. But it got to a point that women got wiser. And the men realized that it was only their ego that women were massaging all the while. Because if you're telling me I'm coming to give you children, which children are you giving me? Are we not the parents of the children? Another responsibility. So you're not giving me children. We are making children together. You understand? What you are giving me is responsibility. So let's be clear. We are making children. And who lives to enjoy the benefit of those children is the one that is enjoying the whole thing. It's the one that owns the children, but nobody owns anybody after all. You understand? Yeah. So you cannot tell me you are giving me children. This is just indirectly coming to take over my house, take over everything I've labored for. Men in Japan, at a point, say they are not going to go into marriage again. Why? After producing children, you will be charging them for that, charging them for upkeep of the children, upkeep of the woman, when the woman is working. So what we are going to do is to make money and eat it, even in other lower animals. You don't see, if you see the hen with the chicks, they go alone, and the cock is on its own. You understand? So you cannot give me, oh, these are your children, and you are telling me because they bear my name. What name? Who wouldn't want to bear somebody's name when the person has something to offer? You don't need to bear my name. Choose any. If you like, bear Dangote. If Dangote is going to give you something.
The man must, if I'll get you right,
yeah.
The men are doing too much.
Yeah, they are doing too much.
The men are, because even before you even get married to a girl, and again,
you are doing too much, even in that relationship.
Because once you are not needed, you know, then if you look at the economy, yeah,
both men and women, it even favors women more.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah,
sometimes when they do things, they say, wow, you know, the men are suffering. But if people don't understand,
now you realize
men are suffering. Okay. Let me just tell you, when thief, let me just use this scenario. When thief comes to the house, women expect that you go and hide them with the children, then face the reality.
And okay, you go and hide them, keep them safe. And
with the children. Yeah. I know of men who stay abroad and their families are here living good. They are jumping train up and down there, making money and sending home.
Why you?
Oh, scam now. They've been scammed. When do you enjoy your own life? You see, in all these things, they will tell you you are a man, you are a man. Leave that thing. I'm not a man. I am me. If that word man means that I should go and suffer, keep it. Keep it. Because even woman, you have man in your own. Be yourself.
If you look at it, men, they are like, they suffer and they smile. They are happy suffering.
You and see, the people that are happy suffering are the stupid ones. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
If you're a man now, and you're making money, hoping that sometimes people raise children, hoping that, oh, with all their best, whatever they have, they raise children, hoping that the children will do them favor later. What if your child gets married early and starts that same thing that you do? You've scammed your own father. They are going to scam you too.
Because
so when you make money, be part of the enjoyment. That's what I'm saying. It's not about going to engulf BL. Be part of the enjoyment by taking good care of yourself. Live long enough. Yeah, live long enough to say,
take yourself out.
Yeah, you bring the fruit of your labor. Like yeah. So my people, what I will say in a nutshell, is that men should redefine that word, man, being a man. They got the definition wrong.
Yeah, when you look at it, you see that being a man for so many men is abandoning yourself.
Yeah, sacrificing everything.
And sometimes when I hear women say, "I'm not your slave," sometimes I tend to wonder who is now the slave, because when you look at it,
I'm not your slave. The man is looking like the slave. You are telling me you're not the slave. It's just like so a woman saying, "I'm not your slave," is to tell you that you are the slave. Yeah,
but it's true.
Yeah,
but it's true. That's because if you check, I'm not your slave.
They look good. They look better than you do. And before somebody will say, "I'm not your slave," that person I will say the person has guts. That person maybe has money, has something that is.
Hope.
Yeah, there is something reasonable in her pocket. So if not, she will pretend to be a slave and get that money first. That's how women are.
Okay, that means all energy the bed Diego.
Yeah, will be serving you. But Ojidega, that's when the "I'm not your slave" will come in. Okay. So the truth is that we don't want anybody to be slave in marriage.
This is only wete or toy.
Yeah. That's marriage. Like in the definition, it's union. Union. That I brought you to my house means that I've given more already. You say you are putting to bed, you are giving bed these things. It's because God gave you those qualities.
Yeah, because a man the quality.
Of course. Yeah, the features that somebody needs to bring in somebody.
The pain,
they don't even know how much pain men go through on a daily. They are talking of the one that comes after 9 months.
Even in pursuit of money, stuff like that.
Emotional trauma. Even the pain of coming home to where there is no peace. It's not like it does not happen to both parties, or whether man or woman. Coming home to a place that there is no peace is a trouble to everybody. But you know why I am kind of putting men? And this is why I think men die earlier. They die before their women, their wives.
Most men.
Yeah, most men. And most times, I'll say the major cause of this should be the things happening to the heart. The exposure to risks are much. So when men go through all these things, and at the end of the whole thing, you'll be hearing of BP, if women go through half of the things men go through, I don't think they will have mouth to talk. So, but I have only sisters. I've said it before. Whatever somebody will do to my sister and I will not like it, I wouldn't do it to somebody else's sister.
Okay.
Yeah. And whatever I wouldn't want a man to do to my daughter, I wouldn't do it to somebody's daughter. So that's why we have to work on ourselves as individuals first. So before we come into that equity with people, you bring your own, I bring my own. So when you are fooling me, I should know, because I should be informed already of what we are going into should be like.
One thing I like about the modern time now is because economy. You are blind, loving. economy,
yeah, wake you up.
You know, because on work here, spend the Joe guys die and these.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so the my master, I have begun the end of our program. I'm on me my last word.
Yeah. The last thing I will say, I think I dropped it in the middle of the discussion. The last thing I will say is that if you're a woman, plan yourself as an individual first.
In plan to go on before love.
Before you talk of love. If you get to 30 and no man is telling you about marriage, you tell yourself about family. You have your own children. Because if you work on yourself, then you'll be able to afford a place of your own.
You afford where now where you
of
can
course.
Even he has more than even the man can.
And the only thing is that people need that, like most times they say they need a male figure in their lives. You can choose a role model for your kids.
Yeah, it is you.
After all, every child has a biological father. If you are responsible enough to choose a responsible biological father for your child, you will be proud to show your child, oh, this is your biological father. Whether the man is married to you or not. But you will tell your child every story. Don't keep him or her in the dark. All right. That's my submission. Thank you.
All right, we've come to the end of our program. We're going to topic dynamic. But no fear you know, yeah, coming from Moa Uguna BFS.
Yeah, Maya Master, aka Papa Ngware.
All right, see you next week, same station, same time. Don't forget you can follow us on every social media. I'm on our Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We are everywhere, okay? So join us, join our program. In what topic, in the comment section. Then IBIA will bring it up. Then each of you say we know twice you can send your message across and you will be invited. Thank you.